Hey YouTube, Zolo here again with another fine Spintires tutorial for all the people who just bought the game. So I'm making these because getting in multiplayer matches and people just don't know what to do and there's no tutorial. The game is set in hardcore mode right now. This is a log kiosk. In hardcore mode, you have to load yourself. You can't be automatically loaded. A lot of people don't understand that. Starting the game with trucks that can't have cranes on them. It's very frustrating. But just like to show you. Now, you need to... Okay, I suppose I shouldn't have put the truck there quite yet. Because around this thing, there's a big circle. You can see the circle, you're not close enough to load. Circle's gone, you can load. Now, a key factor to loading these logs, whether you do it manually or you do it automatically, is trucks with trailers have to be straight and level or it just won't work. And what happens is the game will pop up and there'll be on the trailer there'll be an arrow telling you which way to move the trailer. Well, of course, you can't really move the trailer, you have to move the truck. You gotta get the trailer in the right spot. I think I have it in a good spot here. Sorry for moving around, probably making you dizzy. But hey, I get dizzy too. So you want to put those down. Truck will stay stable. Hopefully it won't flip over. Sometimes they do. Who knows? Now the crane controls are fairly basic. Much improved with the update. E will lift it up. D and S will rotate it around. 4 opens the grabber. Now here's where you want to be careful. W will extend it out. Now if you have a log and you get the thing extended out like this, this is E. This is not going to work that well with a log out there, okay? It's not going to pick it up. It's not strong enough. So when you get out like that, what you'll have to do is hit the S key, which will bring it like this. Bring it in close, then you can do E to go up. And Q drops it straight down. Okay? That's a lot of people just, it's the way the crane is. It's not, you the person making a mistake, it's the way the crane is. It just isn't strong enough for what they're asking, the game we want it to do. It just isn't. Now the R and T keys rotate this, but it only rotates so far. See how it stops? So what you want to do is drop down, grab the log, pick it up, bring it in, pick it up some more so you don't hit your truck. Because if you hit that log against any part of the truck too hard, you will take damage. Then you want to stick it out. Okay, now see these hoses here? That's why it only rotates so far. Because in real life you would rip the hoses off otherwise. So you want to stick it out, then turn it so the hoses go to the front of the crane, which is, at this point it's the back view. And then you drop the lower down slowly, because if you hit your truck, this cable thing here is annoying too. It has to go down so far before it'll go through it. And it's not going through it. There it goes. Then you want to bring them up as close as you can. Watch your height on dropping it. Okay. You got green dot, green dot. You need to have 3 logs in here for this size. And then all 4 dots have to be green. What I like to do, let's go like this, slide them over, and I can see, okay, it looks reasonably straight in line here. Hopefully it's level enough to get loaded, otherwise Otherwise that would be embarrassing because I'd have to move the truck and I'd cry and whine like a little schoolgirl, and nobody wants that. Not much, not much. Yeah, it used to be, if you, this crane is much improved. If I had it like that in the past, probably would have dropped it by now. So bring it around, be careful, because if you slam that log into the crane arm, you're going to take damage. Taking damage is bad. It's like wearing dirty underwear and getting into an accident. You just don't want to do it. And the hospital staff gets to laugh at you forever and ever. Bring it as far forward as you can. There. You gotta be careful. It's hard to see from this view. Oh, I'm on the camera view. But sometimes when you get too close, you pop like that. When it opens, it'll shoot the other log away. And you don't want to do that. Okay, those two are good. This can be one of the more frustrating things of the game. Very happy they improved this. Because let me show you. This is a log kiosk here. It's also a place where you can automatically load. Well, this has always been here where you could pick them up off the ground instead of have a kiosk, which is a degree of difficulty most people don't want to deal with. So in this map, this is Coast map, so you can see over here. You start out in the garage, you can come over here, like say in hardcore mode, which in hardcore mode you'll use more fuel. Come over here, get the logging truck, go back and then drive over here, which you'll use less fuel with just the logging truck by itself. Load the fuel, and look, there's the objective. Or load the logs, not here. Because this truck will be fully fueled, so you can just drive it back. Get over here, you can pick up one load. If you're careful with driving, get it over here, deliver it, get back there, get another load, get back over here, deliver the second load on the fuel you started with from over here. But that's going to take some practice and time to figure out how to shift the truck so you can save fuel, and you're going to have to drive it slow. A lot of people want to go fast and spin the tires and throw mud everywhere. That's the name of the game, but drive slow, use your gears. You will save a lot of fuel, and you can do a lot more stuff. Oops, hit the truck. See if I can drop it from there. Okay. All four are green. Still green. Boom, loaded. Isn't that nice? Got it parked all nice and pretty. Now, I didn't think this was going to work because it's hard to move the camera. Because it looks like the trailer back here is a little... Well, before it was loaded, now it looks fine, but it looked like it was a little too high. You know, when you come into these things, you know, that's not flat there. That's not flat at all. So, there it is, it's loaded. Oh, another little quick tidbit, I'll probably cover this again. Trying to move I ran into a problem with this with someone the other night. He was trying to winch himself out of a place, and he had his tires turned like that, and he was laying on his side, and this tire was acting like a great big wheel chuck. I couldn't move his truck. And I kept telling him, turn the wheels, turn the wheels. Well, he was in this mode, you can't turn the wheels, you can't accelerate the engine. See? I don't know if you can hear that, but I'm hitting the keys and nothing is happening. Turn that off, turn the wheels, and you can go, except I have the parking brake on, so I can't go. See? Thank you, how that works. Well, one thing a lot of people misunderstand also. Okay, let's pretend we're stuck. Okay, now we're stuck. You want to winch out. Hook up here. Hook up there. There, you're hooked. The lame old winch cable. Now, a lot of people, what they'll do is they'll be in this mode. We'll start winching. Oops, parking brake's on. You can't. Now, originally, you had to put the parking brake on. This mode didn't do that. I don't think it did. I don't remember. So what you want to do is out of advanced and then use the winch. And what's even more effective is hit the accelerator while you're using the winch. Of course, then it adds a degree of difficulty when it comes to steering. I don't know about you, but I only have so many fingers. Anyway, that's it. Nice little tutorial on how to load the logs. And how not to, how to be stuck trying to get out of here. There we go. Nice little turn. And all you new folks will definitely appreciate something they did here with this map. The last update, before the most recent one, if you drove out of here with this truck stock, which these tires are different than what it used to have, a little bit different, a little bit taller. Get up in here somewhere and then the back of your truck would just sink in and it would be a nightmare. It was just so soft. But they fixed it. They were playing with the mud physics, trying to make things more realistic. And it just didn't work. And you would sink in, you get all tilted. Here, I'll show you something else you can do with the crane. Since I'm rambling on. If I can do this without actually crashing the truck. There we go. So if you're over here, here I'll do it. Oh, let me see. Well, maybe I can get up here without crashing it. Sorry, I moved the camera like that. I know it drives people nuts. Anyway, let's say you're in a situation where you're tipping over, you've stopped, the truck's precariously parked. Obviously, this exact situation, I can get out of this. Just go into your handy dandy crane. I flip the arms down first, because then I can see like that one. Okay, that one won't go any further, because I'm too far in the train. Then doing 7 doesn't work. Yeah, so okay. Too close, won't work. No problem. Hit your crane. Remember, E will take it up. They changed a little bit so it goes to the side that you're not tipped on. That way you don't tip yourself over, and be real careful. Because you don't have your support arms down. Stick it out. And then go like this. Look, now we're level. And then if you're not too stuck, you leave the crane out and sally forth. We will go forward now. We will not flip our truck. Because flipping our truck is not fun. And as long as you can start the engine, you can use the crane. If you get tipped too much, that load is just going to fall right off your truck, and then you got to pick it all back up. Right here, nice little handy dandy restore button. Bing. Restored. So you don't have to put it away manually. Put it away manually if you want, but up to you. There you go, a little bonus. Loading logs, hardcore. Showed you how to untip yourself if you're not too tipped. Well, depends. they've changed the threshold on it. Used to be if you were a little more than 3/4 tilted, your logs would fall off. And now it's a little different. Saw a guy, actually, he was flat on his side. Actually, he was tilted towards the logs, so he was more than flat, and the logs are still there. He must have tipped over very slowly. Anyway, that's it for this video. Take care.